Good morning, Atlas. Mark here, and welcome to the 10 Acre Woods. So today I thought I would take Sheldon for a little play date. So some of you had commented in last video that Sheldon looks lonely. He is by himself in a pen. He was kind of a little forcefully playing with Onyx, which is the little black lamb that we got in just in the fall. So we were a little concerned about her and didn't want him to play too rough. Now Sheldon is our special little goat. He was born here on the farm almost 3 years ago. It'll be 3 years this May, April, May. And he was born, well, with some issues, let's say. He couldn't walk, he couldn't stand. We knew something was up within the first few hours when he didn't get up. So we actually had to bottle feed him. You can check out the story about Sheldon's story. I did a video, I believe it was last year, that just goes over all of his history and concerns. He's doing really well now. But he is our special little boy. So I thought I would try him out in with Moira and Onyx and see how he does. Morning, everybody. We moved our guineas over into here, and it was funny because this little chicken here, this hen, hatched out these guineas, and you can see the guinea keats are actually larger than mama hen. And it was funny because it was last week, I think it was, when we put them in. All three of these little guinea keats tried to get under mom. So it's cute, and you can just see how that bond occurs. Here is Middy, or Mr. Midnight. So that's the rabbit that came in a couple weeks ago. And then we have little Scooby over there. We have our two little roosters here. Henry and Pluto. And of course Sheldon. Hey buddy. Do you want to go on a play date? Do ya? Alright, there you go, buddy. Who's that? And they're out. Sheldon, are you exploring? So Moira and Sheldon hung out in the front pen together, and they played quite often. Now Onyx, which is the little black one. What are you doing, buddy? She is the one that, you know, we just had. She's smaller. Yeah, bah. Hey, do you wanna meet Sheldon? Oh, she looks a little excited. Okay, well, you go out. Go out and see Sheldon. Sheldon's more interested in the bag. Oh, Sheldon, that is hay. Don't be silly. You gonna go in there with the girls? Go in and check them out. Go on. Yes, Fernando. Just checking out the new space. He doesn't even acknowledge them. Oh, some water. Oh, there you go. Okay. Nothing. Who's that, Moira? Is that Sheldon? Well, Onyx hasn't been all that vocal. She is vocal now, so that's interesting. And she hasn't really been all that active either. So we have some concerns with her, but she appears to be in great health. But you know, she's just been quiet ever since she came in. She's been kind of quiet. Exploring. What is it, Sheldon? Is that the scratching post? So we've what are you doing? Is that a light? Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Looked like there was going to be a headbutt. So what we had done is we had taken this brush and we turned it into kind of a scrubber, a scratching post, I guess you could say. Of course, Moira and her wool get caught in that because Moira does like to scratch quite often. Well, nothing exciting as yet. Should we leave him in here, Moira? What do you think? There's a little headbutt. So this is what they kind of do out in the yard. The sheep have very, very hard heads. Sheldon does have, of course, his horns. Hey, bud? Is that your bestie? Is it? It looks like Moira wants to play more so. Sheldon just wants to wander around. What? What is it, buddy? You're a funny boy, aren't you? Yes. So we just didn't want Onyx to get caught in this. Because, of course, if Sheldon goes and hits Onyx thinking that she'll want to play too, then, of course, he could just knock her over. So this is the main reason why we have them separated. Sheldon is, he's fine on his own. He does get Henry and the roosters, and sometimes the rabbits go into his little pen. He kind of just ignores them. He doesn't really pay too much attention to them. And then, of course, we're in here regularly, at least twice a day, if not more. There was actually a video I took last spring that was cute with these two playing, and you can see Moira, she was just bouncing up and down. Sheldon and Moira appear to be playing. And there's George. What are you two doing? There they go. Best of friends. Oh, wow. Okay. This is something new. See, that's something that Onyx doesn't usually do, play, but I guess with a new playmate, it's kind of brought out something else in her. Oh, we need a drink after all that playing, Sheldon. Well, maybe I'll leave them in here for a little bit, keep an eye on them, see how they do. Sheldon, are you all done? Are you all done, Sheldon? Are you all done? Yes? All right. Come on. Come on, silly boy. Come on. Around the gate. Good boy. Well, that was it was pretty successful, I think. He was starting to annoy the girls, I felt, right at the end, and he started chasing them around. So I think maybe in spells, having just these little play dates, you know, we'll change it up a little bit. Maybe during the feed we can bring him out and then put him back after the feeding process. All right, away you go. Good boy. Yes. In here we have all of our hens. And of course some pigeons as well. Now, what was interesting is we had some hens come in, I believe it was 5 of them, about a week and a half ago. And some lady contacted us. Actually, it was the same lady who dropped off the 5. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? All right. It was the same lady that dropped off the 5. She said, oh, she's got a friend of hers that is looking for some chickens. So they came by yesterday and picked up the hens. And of course, we have what we call the band of bros. Now, here's a few of the bros here, which are the roosters. Most of them are outside in the outside building with the geese and the other chickens and ducks. But she was looking for a rooster, so that worked out well. Now, we do get animals in for a lot of different reasons. One of them is maybe people are moving, they can't handle them. Maybe they had an issue with their chicken coop had burnt down and they need some place for their chickens to go, maybe till spring, till they rebuild. We work with a few different agencies. We work with the Country Pound. We work with the provincial vet doing seizures of animals, so there has been quite a few animals that have been seized and come into our property here. And then they'll either stay here or they'll head off and we'll find them homes. We have to kind of move them out because we're only allowed so many animals here on the property. You know, wish you could keep them all, but government states that you can only have so many animals per such a size of property. Well, 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 who do we have out here? The alpacas, Shanzy, Marley, and Paula, what are you doing? Do you want what's in Shanzy's mouth? Oh, yeah. No, they don't spit. Llamas, we find, spit more. We've had some llamas in the past. Paula here does spit, but usually she spits at her own kind, and usually when there's food involved, right, Shanzy? Now, these 3 alpaca came in. We were actually looking for a mate or a friend because our former alpaca Barry, who passed away last year, actually a year and a bit ago now, it was Christmas, over the Christmas holidays, 2018. And Tara went down to this farm who was posting that they had some alpaca, and there were 3 of them and they were in pretty rough shape. So she ended up taking all of them, didn't she? And you had some pretty bad teeth. Yes, you did. What are you doing, Barry? Are you growling at them? Is that a friendly growl? That's silly boy. Oh, Marlene's growling a bit. All right, so we have Carl. Carl and Billy are still out here, so they are our intact studs. And then we have our female goats, Blackie here. We have Charlotte. Where is everybody? They must be outside. And then we have Petey, who thinks I'm out here to feed him, so he's going to go to the door. And then his mate, Piper. Who do we have? Okay, we've got Coco. Oh, Blackie just came over here. So we've got Coco here, one of our girls. Oh, you're going to come up and see me? Hi, I have nothing for you, though. And this is one of the reasons why we have a waiting list for our kid goats. They are very friendly because of all the hands-on that we do give them. Where are the other girls? Oh, here we go. So we have Billie Jean over here. And we have Petunia, and we have Holly. So Holly and Billie Jean are 2 years old now. And then this is Billie Jean's mom, Petunia. And that's it for the goats. So moving over into the sheep. What are you doing, Billy? What'd you smell? What'd you smell, silly? Oh, Carl, what are you... Both doing the same thing. They have scent glands that they use under the top lip. And they do the smelling. That I guess it helps them smell. So they'll usually put their lip up, especially when they're smelling something they like and they want to, you know, get a good whiff. And usually they do it when they're smelling pee, because I guess pee is the ultimate cologne for male goats. Now for sheep, we have here Tulip and George. So they've become pretty good friends. Now Tulip came in with Daisy, which I've been getting Daisy and Turbo mixed up. This looks like Turbo here. Let's get a clip. No, yeah, I was right, because this is Daisy here. And this is Tinker. Hi, Tinker. Hi, Tinker. How you doing? And that's it for these guys out here. I think I covered everybody, with the exception of Bronwyn. Hi, Bronwyn. What is it? Bronwyn is a cross. We figure she's a Dorper cross because she is a haired sheep. She's not a wool sheep, and she's got that distinctive tail. Now, because haired sheep are hair instead of wool, there's no concern with any clumping happening at the back end. So that's why her tail is not docked. And she came in that way. George here is a Canadian Arcot sheep, and so is Daisy and the other ones. Now their tails are cropped, and it's cropped for really a health reason. Now, Canadian Arcot sheep were crossbred to produce lots of wool. So because of that, the growth of the wool around the tail and the back end does grow fast, and it can clump up and cause some health issues. So the tails on sheep get docked. It's not for the look of them, it's actually for health reasons. Hi, Holly. Holly. Holly, what's on your... What have you been getting into? Have you been playing with a sheep? Here, let me get that for you. Here, you want that? Oh, you want it? Here, check it out. Yes, no, you don't want wool. All right, kids. We're going to go out and see the other animals, the ponies, the equine, and the ducks, geese, and rabbits. Hi, Levi. How you doing, buddy? Looks like you've got a little bit of Christmas tree on your nose. What is that? Is that a camera? Is that a camera, buddy? Look, you got this on your... Can I get that? Oh, it's stuck. Oh, pull. You pull. There we go. There. This was stuck in your hair. Yeah. So they've been kind of munching away a little bit at the Christmas tree there. And what are you doing, girl? So we have Daisy, Meadow, and Levi. And they're up front here. They were in the back, but Levi can be, well, he can be a challenge sometimes by picking on some of the other smaller animals, and usually it's around food. We may just keep the ponies up here. We'll put the two goats, the two males, Carl and Billy, back up front here. Hey, bud, do you miss them? No, you don't miss them. And they've got this whole front section of the property to hang out in. It's all electric fencing, which we're planning on upgrading as the years go by. We're going to start phase 1 of that upgrade, or phase 5, or whatever phase we're at this spring. Hi, Daisy. You've come a long way. When she first came in, she could not even walk, and she would hobble off the trailer, and then she went and she lied down. And ponies can, they like to eat, let's put it that way. And if they eat too much, the fat builds up on them and it gets into their ankles, and they can founder.
Oh, yeah, she's just coming down on her own. Good girl.
Don't put the soft stuff.
Oh. I know,
Watching her walk is just breaking my heart.
Well, do you want to call Sherry?
Yeah, I'll call her.
We got her fixed up, and it took a better part of probably 9 or 10 months, working slowly at her hoofs, and she's doing wonderful, aren't you, girl? Yeah, you're not as mobile and playful as these two rambunctious ones are, but she puts them in their place, especially when I say them, I mean Levi, of course. All right, kids, enjoy your hay. Whew. Wow. Oh, it's so loud in here. You guys are always so loud, aren't you? So, of course, we have the Roosters, which are, of course, the band of bros. And then we've got, oh, there's Hi. You got to come out and say hello, don't you, buddy? Yes. So we've got the band of bros Roosters all in there, mixed in with Muscovy, Geese, and ducks. And then, of course, the pigeons that are outside, they've made their way in here as well. Everybody's all over. We want to expand this area this year as well. And all the rabbits, these are the female rabbits. And then we've got one fixed male in there as well. So they're hanging out in here. So there's 4 of them in here. And yeah, as I was saying, we want to expand this by opening up and taking it further out that way and making a larger run for the rabbits and for the geese and ducks so that they're not so crowded in here. Although there is a good reason or a good outcome to them being a little bit more crowded than open is because of the warmth. So their body heat actually helps to keep things warmer in here. Right, guys? No, now I got 2 of them. Oh, it's just so loud in there. Those geese are crazy. Okay, so I am now behind the house, back to the garden area. And of course, with all this snow, you wouldn't expect anything to be growing back here. We don't have any kind of winter harvest that goes on, other than something we found inside here. Now these are magnetized, and it's just poly that goes on. And I actually haven't been in here since it's been snowing, but Tara was out here. And the reason why she was out here, she was just taking a look at a few things, and she found some grass back here. And of course, these poor Brussels sprouts. We haven't had any luck with Brussels sprouts actually sprouting Brussels. They usually come out down here, but we've had some people say that that they're larger than the ones they grew, still without any Brussels sprouts. So there's some grass right in here. Tara went and grabbed some for our little friend inside, so I'm going to take some of that in for her. And this is what the greenhouse looks in the wintertime. Now, there was a fan that we had. It's not as good as this one. So I actually picked this one up for free. So we're going to try this one out when it warms up, and we're going to replace that other fan down there. And we're going to have an exhaust fan down in that area. Hi, Lucifer. What's this? Is that grass? Oh. Maggie wants some grass? Toby? No. Who's this grass for? Is it for Rhea? What's that? Grass in the winter? Lucifer's still in there. Oh, crazy cats. We've got Nyx over there. And Anara was up here. Now, in the bathroom here with all the plants and whoops and no cats, which is why she is in here. So Tara's just doing some cleanup.
I'm toilet training.
So she's taking the little she's taking Poopitz's poo and putting it
in the litter box.
In the litter box. There she is.
Poopitz.
Here, look what I brought her from the greenhouse.
Where's Poopitz? Poopitz. Oh, Poopitz.
What's this? Oh, grass. She's been enjoying that. Tara picked some last week.
Put it up there with you.
And she's getting quite large.
Yeah.
So I was in here the other day and put my hand on top of her.
She
Yeah,
can't see.
she's eating it now. I put my hand over on top of her just to kind of cup her. And yeah, she likes that.
Well, when you think about how we used to, like, she used to, like, fit in the palm of my hand.
Yeah.
She likes to snuggle.
Yeah. Yeah, you just kind of put your hand over her. And
Where are
it's
you
kind
going?
Kind of a snuggle.
Where are you going?
So she's going to soon outgrow this cage.
Well, we got the bigger one.
She is now weaned. So she, of course, if you haven't been watching our channel, she came in 6 weeks ago, because I think she's now 7. Yeah. She came in at a week old with eyes closed, and we bottle fed her, and she's been getting bigger ever since.
Yeah, we'll find a nice pet home for her.
Yeah, I think we'll be looking for a home with someone that can give her lots of loving.
Working on the toilet training.
Because I don't think she's going to be a farm rabbit.
You know what she would be good with is like a senior. You know, like somebody who just.
Yeah. No.
I mean,
yeah, for
future
sure.
rabbits are. I mean, they're okay,
Yeah.
but you really got to watch. So a senior might be.
Yeah. And look who is.
I know they are.
It's like, oh, the door's open.
So,
we can come in. And Nick's here. She has been declawed. And she comes in and we have no concerns with her petting the rabbit.
Yeah. So when you're toilet training or trying to litter train the rabbits, I mean, not only is this like gold in your like garden, guys, like keep poop for the tomatoes, but I'm taking the poop and I'm putting it in the litter box that she's got, and then she'll smell that area and know to go in there.
Hopefully.
And these are dry little pellets. Actually, when you buy your fertilizer at the stores, it's just dry little pellets. Put them on your tomato plants when you're seeding inside, because, wow, tomato plants really like poop.
Well, and we found that out this summer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought tomato plants from the store and seeded in January, so I had 3 different batches, and then I seeded so directly into the garden, and they all cut up, but they were on the rabbit poop, and the ones that I seeded outside were like 12 feet high. They were huge.
Well, I don't think they were 12 feet.
10
but
feet? I always exaggerate.
they were about.
They were 20 feet tall.
I think they were about 6 feet tall.
Well, I'm short. It felt like they were 12 feet tall. I couldn't reach the tops anyways.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're being joined by 4 other cats. Yes, we have a total of, or actually that's 3 other cats. We have 5 cats. And of course the Westies can't be trusted around little rabbits and such. Although Maggie here, her maternal instincts kicked in really well. We've used her actually with some kittens, and she actually wasn't so bad.
Was that hard to walk on?
What's that, Nix? Is that your friend?
I should put a towel up there. She puts her hand in and she pets her.
Maybe we have to do another little play date.
Yeah. She pets her.
Oh, petting the bunny.
And it's okay because she doesn't have claws. I mean, would she bite her? Yeah, probably, but she can't bite through the cage. And so it's cute. She just pets her.
I found the 5th cat. He really loves his baskets. So this is Coda. Hey, buddy. Oh, yeah. It's amazing how you fit in such a small area. Hey, bud. Yeah. So that is it for yet another video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you want to check out the Sheldon story video, if you haven't seen that, I'll put a link up here that you can click on. Until next video, have a wonderful week, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.